If you Google who's the most hated Star Wars character, you either get Rey Skywalker or people asking why Rey gets so much hate. A relevant question because Europe's Star Wars celebration just ended with massive announcements including a solo movie for none other than Rey herself.
People were sending me this, but they are so angry they cannot believe they're about to do
a sequel to the greatest Star Wars movie ever made, The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know if you could detect my sarcasm.
People are not going to be crazy about seeing Rey Skywalker.
But what did Mickey Mouse's Playhouse do to make fans hate Rey? Basically, they made her perfect. Every victory won was gained without prior knowledge or training, something even Luke Skywalker pointed out.
I'll tell you where I thought I came in. In the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Rey caught it? She hasn't even been to Dagobah for training.
All we do know is Daisy Ridley is not to blame. She's a very capable actress with a range of good performances. Daisy just got bad scripts and did her best with them.
I like Daisy Ridley.
It is not about Daisy Ridley.
You know, I have nothing against Daisy Ridley.
Now, Disney is bringing back Daisy to give Rey a second shot. All they need to do is let someone else write the script. Or something else. Rewriting Rey means solving a lot of problems. We use computers to solve problems all the time. Given the recent rise in artificial intelligence, I wonder if AI can fix the Star Wars franchise better than Disney. Gotta wear the appropriate shirt if you're gonna be dealing with AI, right? So, with any AI generation, we need a prompt to start off. You need to feed the AI something so that it can chew on it. That's a weird thing to say. It can chew on it and fill in the blanks and kind of expand on that idea. And luckily for me, Star Wars Celebration gave us the perfect prompt. The events will be set after Rise of the Skywalker and will focus on Rey rebuilding the Jedi Order in a new Star Wars era they're appropriately calling the New Jedi Order. So that is our prompt to work with. Let's give it a go. The first one I'm gonna try is called Writer. Better 10 times faster way to write story plots. We got a couple of options here. Select language, English. Select tone. I kind of want to start with awestruck because that to me fits within the sci-fi opera fantasy genre that is Star Wars. And then story idea. I'm just going to type in exactly what the one sentence summary of the Rey solo movie is. Boom. And creativity level. That's kind of funny. Imagine trying to measure creativity. How the heck would you do that? You know what? Screw it. Let's go to max. Let's go to max. Writing. Okay, that was actually pretty quick. So, despite living in and among people who once served the First Order, Rey quickly discovers that much of her time must be devoted to convincing those that were part of the First Order to join her cause. I wonder if we can improve upon this. Let's see. So I'm going to take out the 15 years and the First Order because it really relied on that. It'd be cool to see Rey struggle to teach a new Jedi Order if she's conflicting with her inner dark side, her inner demons, and it kind of comes out in her teachings, and you know, she kind of has to walk the line between gray Jedi and normal Jedi and Sith, almost like multiple personalities going on. Let's see what comes up here. While Rey wants to build a strong and permanent legacy of peace, some of her teachings involve believing in one's inner demons, which many in the Order discover are often darker than they imagined. That's pretty cool. To further disrupt her teachings, Rey must balance the darkness she faces both externally and internally while dealing with the trials of everyday life. It would be cool to see more slice of life stuff, kind of like in the prequels when you would see like Obi-Wan go to a diner or something like that. In the midst of this chaos, one by one Jedi begin departing from the Order in favor of a new philosophy, supporting their own power and foregoing some of Rey's lessons about harnessing inner demons. I do like the idea of her students abandoning her. That's kind of a cool concept. Obviously, Rey is mimicking Luke's story arc, right? But it'd be interesting if in her version of it, they find her methods unorthodox or controversial, and they actually disband from her. Imagine if Rey is conflicting between the light side and the dark side within her, sort of similar to Kylo, but like actually done well. Now, we're gonna change the tone from awestruck to something different. Let's go with cautionary, because we're following this theme now of Rey battling her inner demons but wanting to become a teacher. In this one, Rey Skywalker is a renowned Jedi Master. Rey struggles to stay on course with her teachings as the opposition and hatred towards her increases from both sides of the Force. Eventually, Darth Vader appears and offers his aid. Yeah, it doesn't understand the canon. Obviously, Darth Vader is long gone. I'm gonna try a different AI-generated storytelling thingy. This is deep story. Let's just keep playing it simple, see what it generates, honestly. I have no idea what to expect from this. Wow, okay. They really went places. Rey Skywalker wants to establish a new Jedi Order. A ruthless, sadistic, masked power Madame Cecil leads an army of Imperial stormtroopers. Now in aid to General Harkonnen, we're crossing over with the Dune franchise. Okay, this is like really... this is not as good. This is a good example of why AI is still really restrictive, and for everyone who's hollering about, oh, AI is gonna replace artists, everything's gonna be AI generated. Yeah, it's not good, it's not creative, it's not engaging, because it's a tool designed for helping you write, not literally writing the story altogether. It's like if you wanted to practice social skills by just chatting to ChatGPT. You wouldn't actually build any social skills because it's just supposed to assist you. It's not actually supposed to be a surrogate human to have a conversation with and like develop a relationship. So the AI will only get us so far.
A few moments later.
What if Rey wanted to reestablish the Jedi, but no one wanted to become a Jedi? What about that? I imagine would be a cool angle to take is if you treated all Force-sensitive users the way that like the X-Men are treated in the comics, where the general public actually vilifies them and sees mutants as these living weapons, essentially, where there's a lot of risk involved with their existence and how they can't really be regulated. Anyways, let's see what it generated. Rey is on a mission to establish blah blah blah. With her loyal companion, Chewbacca, they travel across the galaxy in search of potential students. Finally, they land on an isolated planet in a forgotten corner of the galaxy. While there, they meet Lobot, an enigmatic figure who seems to accept Rey's mission with enthusiasm. She takes him on meditations in hidden locations throughout the planet, guiding him through skirmishes with rival forces, thrilling pod races. Ooh, pod races make a return. I like that. I do think it would be cool to maybe downsize the spectacle a little bit and have Rey just take on a single apprentice instead of fostering a whole new Jedi Order. So far, this is the only actual AI generated thing that I've liked, that I've read and have been like, you know what? This is a really good starting point for a Rey solo movie. Let's add more onto that. She abandons her friends in a commitment to restoring the Jedi. Rey Skywalker has returned from her travels and is now living on the remote planet of Dagonia. Nice to have a new planet. As she settles into a quiet life on Dagonia, Rey is continually visited by a mysterious figure. Turns out this figure is none other than Kylo Ren. Yeah, this is another problem. They don't know the canon. They don't understand the lore. Revamp this a little more. Kylo Ren is dead. Darth Vader is dead. Palpatine is dead. Desperate for allies, Rey locates a few old friends who had escaped the destruction at Endor. Together they build a small cantina in an asteroid. I'm sorry. It's like, man, let me tell you, it's really hard making a school. You guys want to build a bar together and just like hide out for a while? Get drunk maybe? While they hide from their enemies, Rey begins training them in the ways of the Force. Rey also connects with Luke Skywalker's old friend Wedge Antilles? What? Wow. Who is now running a thriving smuggling operation in a nearby star system? That's like the biggest plot twist I've read so far of all this AI stuff. Wedge helps Rey recruit talented smugglers and engineers to help build her new Jedi Order. I think the AI doesn't understand that a Jedi Order is like a conceptual institution, not like a physical building, an actual structure, but that's okay. Along her travels, she discovers that the Force sensitives have scattered and many have disappeared, having lost their connection with the spiritual world. Yes, everyone is connected to the Force spiritually. It's really interesting if people lose that connection, if it can be severed or manipulated, the way that bending of the elements and Legend of Korra, for instance, can be manipulated through blood bending or spiritual ties or something like that. That's a cool angle. So what I'm finding is I'm not really getting a banger of a story outline. I'm getting little bits that you could definitely conglomerate together into an interesting story. Did AI fix the Star Wars franchise? Did it create a compelling Rey Solo movie? You be the judge of that. Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to see my other Star Wars videos, I got a video essay about Andor, why it solves the problem of nostalgia, and another one about why the Knights of Ren should have been the original villains in the sequel trilogy.